Hi, I'm Colin Wessman, and welcome to Special Talks. This is going to be a interview slash talk show in which I'll be, talking to people. Some of them who I just find to be interesting or have a unique story to tell, and maybe every once in a while I'll even get a celebrity guest to come on. And that's what I was planning to do for this first episode. I thought I'd start it off with a bang, get a well-known name to come on here and talk with me, and I actually thought that I would be able to do that when I got in contact with the famous author Stephen King. He actually he agreed to come on my show, but you know I guess the guy next to me, not Stephen King.
Stephen Ting.
What was that?
My name's Stephen Ting.
Stephen Ting.
Ting.
Okay. So you can see where the mix-up happened.
Oh. Well, I don't mind one bit. Stephen King is actually quite an idol of mine.
Oh yeah. You a bit of a writer yourself? Is that?
Oh. Well, I dabble. Yeah.
What type of writing do you do? If I may ask.
Well, I mostly write horror, pamphlets and brochures.
Horror pamphlets and brochures.
Yes, yes.
Can't imagine there's much of a market for that.
Well, there's not. I'm the only one who does it, and it's that makes me quite.
I think we were talking earlier. You said you've actually met Stephen King on a
Yes.
few occasions.
Yes, I have. I kidnapped him. You know the movie Misery.
Yeah, I've seen it.
That was based off of Stephen King's experience having met me.
Yeah, that movie's about a writer who gets kidnapped by this insane woman.
No. It he got just changed my character to a woman to protect myself.
But everything else is still the same.
It's well, there was the thing they left out of the movie was the sex. There was a lot of sex
between you and Stephen King.
Mostly with just myself.
Okay.
Ting. I was very high on meth at the time of the incident.
Okay, so it seemed like a good idea when you were...
Oh, it didn't seem like a bad one.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yes. Meth is a big part of my life.
Uh-huh.
It's huge.
Okay. So you've had some troubles in the past with drugs, is what you're saying.
Past, present, future. Meth just stays with you,
So you're still doing meth?
I was getting high on meth just 5 minutes ago.
Well, it makes sense. You keep twitching and having weird facial tics. I think you can cool it with the water. I didn't actually think you'd drink it, but you seem to be going to town.
Thirsty.
Because of the meth, I'm
Yeah,
guessing.
the meth.
Yeah,
All
it
the
dries out your
it's everything. Your body
everything.
dries out your body. Oh.
So is Skeeven Ting even your real name? You gotta think about that one for a second.
No, it's been a while, and the meth, it just clouds everything. Oh no, I changed. Yeah.
You changed your name.
I changed my name many years ago because of my love for Mr. King so much. I actually legally changed my name to I wanted to change it to Stephen King, just like the man himself.
But you went with Skeeven.
I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty with the meth, and I just kind of mixed up some of the letters, and
so you
Ting.
actually wrote it
Stephen
down.
Ting.
Stephen Ting.
Wrote it down myself. Stephen Ting.
It's got a nice ring to it, I guess.
Ting. That way they'll never confuse us. I could have changed it after that, but I realized that such a name, Stephen Ting, has good advantages.
Like what?
Like, people think I'm Stephen King for a second when someone mentions my name.
Yeah, I mean, it happened to me just today, and then, of course, you see you, and you're not Stephen King.
No.
Yeah.
No.
What are you doing with those pills there?
Oh, these are my crazy pills. They keep my mind from going insane.
Okay. I'm guessing that's not the medical term, crazy pills, but it's just okay. You're taking them right now.
They keep me from stabbing any more people.
So you've stabbed people in addition to the kidnapping.
I stabbed my wife. Stabbed my wife right in the back. It was, that was a while ago. Yeah, I took her on a trip to her favorite monument, the Grand Canyon, and I got pretty high on meth, and I just drove the car right off the canyon. Right off the canyon.
That's it's a long fall. Yeah, right
Yeah.
off the canyon. How did you live?
I was fine. I've totaled 14 cars just in the past year. Crashes just come naturally to me. I mean, I know how to crash a car. I keep safe.
You know, you might not crash as much if you weren't doing so much of the meth.
That's one way of looking at it. Anyways, though, my wife, she wasn't so lucky, and so the doctor said that she would have actually survived the crash if I hadn't gotten high after we crashed and stabbed her in the neck.
Okay, so let's get back to the misery incident. How did Stephen King escape from your cabin, and why aren't you in jail?
Well, sorry, what was the first part of that?
The first part, I was just asking, how did Stephen King escape?
Well, after I hobbled my own ankles, I couldn't much look after him.
Yeah, I guess that probably made it pretty easy.
And I got pretty high on meth. He left the meth out of the book, and he left it out of the movie too.
Mm-hmm. Why aren't you in jail?
Oh well,
you
really,
say you stabbed your wife.
Yeah. really, they just gave me a slap on the wrist. I mean, you know, I had to go to a jail, federal prison for 10 years, and parole on 5, now in house arrest. But I mean, it was a slap on the wrist. The worst part by far was sitting in court and seeing Stephen King sitting across the room from me, Stephen King, and knowing that never again would I get that opportunity again to have him kidnapped in my room, writing. But you know, if you love something, then you have to let them go, so that someone else might find them and do what I did.
I got a question. Have you actually read any of his books?
Ting. I've tried. I've read all of his books. I just haven't finished all of his books.
Okay.
By that I mean all of his books I have not finished.
Does that mean you've started them at least?
It's the meth. I start a book, I get into it, and then I get into the meth, the good stuff. You know, the good stuff. And then I usually just, the book's gone and I'm running, sprinting through the woods, chasing someone, and trying to stab them maybe, or hit them. You know, the book's gone, really. It's the meth. You know, all I'm left with is just me and the meth. And I do bad things.
I've noticed you're kind of a creep. I'm really.
Stephen Ting.
It's kind of disturbing to know that you're just out there walking the streets, high on meth.
Meth.
And
the good stuff. Spooky guy.
Yeah.
Stephen Ting's a spooky guy.
Yeah, you say that like it's a joke, but you are a truly disturbing person. And you have a very... I don't even know what to call this demeanor that you have going on. Yes, it's not charming. Like, I seriously can't even like look at you without getting the willies. I don't even... I guess that's part of the spooky...
Flattering me.
Is that part of the spooky charm that comes from being... You are not well.
I'm very, very gravely ill.
That would... yeah, you got the pills keeping you alive.
The pills keep me... the pills just keep me from going crazy.
Okay.
There's no pill that can keep me alive, though.
Okay, so you don't even go to the hospital. You just know.
I haven't even been there once. I don't know what I have, but I know I have it real bad. I feel it inside of my body and my brain every single day, and it's getting worse and worse. And then one day I'm just gonna have to run out in the streets, chasing people with knives, because I'm Stephen Ting, and that's what Stephen Ting does.
Alright, I guess I'll leave you with that unsettling image running through your brain. I'm Colin Wessman.
Stephen Ting!
That's right, okay. Yeah, I'm Colin Wessman. This has been Special Talks. See you later.
Goodbye. Now we pretend we're talking. We shake hands.